Hello kiddos, it's your old pal Toy Maker here, and I'm going to talk to you about something called Vanillo. Now, this could be a review or a promotional video, pray tell. I couldn't exactly call it a promotion or a maybe a review, but it's not a sponsorship. I'm just letting people know that this is a thing. So, what is Vanillo, you may ask? Well, how many of you actually remember VidMe? A video sharing platform that attempted to be like YouTube, but unfortunately crashed and burned due to lack of advertisements. Now, Vanillo is actually attempting to become the next, I guess you could say, the next big video sharing platform. It's making a lot of promises, but like what happened to VidMe, we can't be too sure. I'm gonna let you know what these promises are, what it is, and hopefully you'll probably decide maybe you want to try out this platform. If you're a new growing content creator or a big content creator who just wants to spread out his content, this could be the thing for you. Now, let's get to the review. So, what this thing promises is, on the home page, it looks pretty basic, not too much or whatever, not really many things to show, but I can show you a little clip of their YouTube video, actually, or a couple of their YouTube videos advertising their whole thing. So, first thing that we see up here is, what does Vanillo have to offer? What it shows us is sub accounts, communities, and easy to use. For the sub accounts, it says manage more than one account using the same login. Collaborator, share accounts with multiple logins. So what I believe this could be is you could actually have more than one channel on Vanillo. So this could be good if you're like a gaming content creator but you want to do vlogs on the side. This could be the thing for you. You could just have the same kind of login but two different channels. It could be useful or it could be useless depending on who you are and what your preferences are. Now, communities. Communities are for if you're a social butterfly, want to find your place or connect with your fans. So that's pretty much the basic thing for any social media, trying to connect with people. And they claim it's easy to use also. So that's also the pretty obvious thing. So what else? Now here's the big promises that I want to talk about here. So what it has right here is, what are the perks of getting partnered? They have a thing called partnership in the alpha application. I myself signed up for the alpha application. I can take a screenshot and show you what it looks like on the most basic thing. They might add to it or not do anything with it at all in the later future. But supposedly, it's still an alpha, so it's not really ready yet. You can sign up for it, they're just not taking any more people yet. And partnership, I don't know what partnership actually, what this partnership actually has yet. It could be like as soon as you get connected with them, that's your partnership immediately. To sign up, make an account, and boom, you're in. However, here's what the partnership promises. HD videos. With partnership on Vanillo, feel free to upload high definition 1080p videos. Why not share videos of your cat in HD? So, some platforms don't actually have HD quality. I don't know, I can't remember if Vanillo allowed you to upload at 1080p or keep you down at 720p. But either way, this is a pretty big promise, but if they can pull it off, it might be good. But this is only a small promise compared to the other two promises that I'm going to name off. So, second big promise is live streaming. With partnership on Vanillo, you can live stream to your followers up to 1080p and interact via live chat and donations. It's one thing to live stream to Vanillo, that's a pretty big promise in itself, but 1080p? I personally find that kind of difficult, especially if if viewers, let's say, want to view your content on Vanillo and you're trying to live stream and live chat, it's not very likely, especially if someone has very poor internet and very poor connections. Let's say in certain places like where I live out in the boonies, I have Xfinity, and some people say Xfinity is good, but I see it as only good in the city. I live out in the boonies, basically the glades of Florida, and it's not very like I average around 3 to 4 bars daily, and sometimes I lose connection and then get right back to it, but it gets pretty annoying. I'm not in like perfect 5-bar connection. Someone like me might have a difficult time trying to view anyone at 720p, let alone 1080p. So that's a pretty big problem in itself. Live streaming does sound like a cool thing. VidMe couldn't do that, but I don't think they had the time or the opportunity to really try. So here's their biggest promise, and I cannot stress this enough. This is their biggest promise that VidMe also made but could not pull through: monetization. With partnership on Vanillo, you get paid for the videos you upload. Break free from the yellow demonetization symbol. Basically, right in the get-go, if you remember seeing the clip that I showed you earlier from YouTube, is they have a pretty big promise with monetization and no demonetization. That's a very, very large promise that VidMe could not even pull off, because unfortunately, as we know, VidMe had lack of advertisements, lack of funds, and really lack of anything, even equipment to make an algorithm or a safe algorithm that advertisers would believe is safe. Now, how exactly is Vanillo gonna pull this off, you may ask? Well, right now on their Twitter account, I see these things where they're trying to advertise with merch, basically, from t-shirts to mugs, and that could be a start. Maybe a Patreon. I think if they also tried out a Kickstarter account, like some games, like the new Hide or Die is basically trying to get itself up and started with Kickstarter, and they've already blasted through their initial goal. Like, their goal was like, what, 200,000, 2,000, and they've blown past that for like many more thousands. And because people want a new horror game that could beat out Hide or Dead by Daylight, but I digress. Basically, if Vanillo wanted to really promise monetization or something, they have a pretty big promise here. And I feel like they would, in order to pay for all this equipment and devs to work on them, they would need a lot of cash for like more hardware, better equipment, and the amount of memory that this would require is pretty much asking a lot. So maybe a Kickstarter would be good for them if they like made an account for it. I would like to see that, because that would actually, they would actually have to put in some benefits. Like, why do I want to start a Kickstarter? Why would I want to participate in this? Why do I want to be a backer? Well, they could actually promise some things, either Patreon or Kickstarter. Either way, they need some funds. They need a way to actually pay for all this. Otherwise, what would be the point? Now, the benefits, I would actually say, is on their Twitter, if you ask them a question or give an idea, they will respond to you almost immediately. Well, not exactly immediately. I put in a response where, if you remember how VidMe worked, if you wanted to upload a video, you could take a link from, let's say, YouTube, one of your YouTube videos, and upload it to VidMe via link. And it uploads everything from thumbnail to tags, or I think they uploaded tags, and the main description. And if Vanillo could do something like that, that would actually make things a lot easier. So I put in my 2 cents in there, saying that this could actually be beneficial And they responded almost a couple days later, if not a week later, with saying that it does sound like a good idea. And they even emailed one of their supervisors or top devs. I don't know how this all works. I don't know who's in charge. But basically saying that if they implemented something like this, it could actually be done. It might take a while, but it could be done. And they actually approved of the idea as well. I even gave another idea where if they were actually to go through with live streaming, the live streaming idea benefit, then they would then I would actually bring in the idea of Restream. Where if you've ever heard of Restream, they have over 30 different platforms that you can stream to at the same time. Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, Smashcast, you name it. And I would think that if Vanillo were to partner with Restream in some way to allow their platform to stream onto there too, it would not only give streamers who multi-stream another platform to stream to, but also a fast way to grow also. Vanilla would be a new platform, and thus new streamers, a bigger chance of actually getting like fan base up and quicker, up and ready. You see people on Mixer, like some people jump from Twitch to Mixer and they immediately sprout out to the hundreds, if not thousands, quickly. Because it was new. It was actually like a new thing from Twitch, and it's a good competitor to Mixer. And if Vanillo aims to be a new competitor, not only a new competitor to YouTube, but a new competitor to Mixer and Twitch, and even YouTube now, they would have to put in a lot of effort in order to do that. Like, they would have to drop a lot of cash in order for, once again, better equipment, better algorithms, better systems. They would have to really put in their all in order to make this the best kind of platform it can be. Otherwise, it might not work. It could end up in the same kind of fate as VidMe. And that's what makes me sad. VidMe was an opportunity to really give a competitor to YouTube. And YouTube, as we know it right now, needs competition. Because let's be honest here, they're not listening to their community. They're not listening to their users. They're not listening to their viewers. They're not listening to anybody. They need a competitor in order to really make them listen, make them better their platform, actually make them try and improve everything. Otherwise, it's just gotta be the same old thing where small creators are getting swept under the rug like me, and larger creators, especially creators like Logan Paul or Rice Gum, are completely protected and held up to the high standards. Okay, hold up, that's my phone. Do not mind that. We're held above the highest standards where they really shouldn't be. But you get what I mean. Basically, YouTube needs a competitor, and VidMe was going to be that competitor, but without the sustainable funds in order to really make that possible, it just couldn't hold itself together. And I fear that that might be the case for Vanilla also, if they do not get the kind of funds. Like, right now they say it's like 80% complete right now, but they just don't advertise enough. I feel like if they were to, let's say, buy an advertisement for YouTube or whatever and advertise themselves, let people know, hey, we exist. We are out here. We are a platform that aims to be a competitor to YouTube. Want somewhere where you can upload your content without any fear of, let's say, false flagging, demonetization, whichever, then come to us. Basically, I don't know how much advertisements on YouTube cost, but if anybody can buy, like, let's say, free, let's say, how does Fortnite work? The V-Bucks? Yeah, the free V-Bucks pack glitch, whatever, that they keep advertising on YouTube or whatever. If anybody can do that, I'm sure that Vanilla can easily afford an advertisement to constantly put on, let's say, gaming channels. Gaming channels, no matter what you say, gaming channels, especially Fortnite channels, are the largest channels on YouTube right now. And if Vanillo were to put in advertisements for those channels specifically, they could actually, like, not only build in traffic to follow them and also support them, but they could, like, if more people come in and support them, let's say via Patreon, Kickstarter, or buy their merch or whichever, they might actually have some income in order to not only improve their own platform, their site, and actually put things out faster and more efficiently, but they could actually, well, hold themselves together and keep going for the long run. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work. I don't feel like it's going to work at all if they can't sustain themselves. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that Vanillo could be a good competitor, or will it crash and burn before it's really even started, like VidMe? Let me know in the comments below what you think and what you feel. Twitter, you can follow Vanillo on their Twitter account. They have like 200 followers right now. It may seem small, but the more that people know, the better. And I'm here to let you know that this platform exists. It's out there. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this platform. What do you think it's gonna offer? What it should offer? Leave a like if you like this video, and I will check back with you to see if there's any improvements or to this platform, if there's any information I can show you. But until then, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Am I looking like this? Tell me, am I looking like this? No, not at all. You can control. You think I'm showy, but I'm not at all. Am I looking like this? Tell me, am I looking like this? In my world, swinging swag. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I'm wearing some bling bling made by Gucci, riding a 305 Ferrari. Cross me somewhere in the street, maybe I will just look at your feet.